All right. Let's see, everybody. How is everybody doing? It is Saturday night. And let me get this over here. Let's see. Get everything set up. It's really bright. We put a big can of paint in front of it. Better. Okay. Hey everybody, I'm Sharon, the Accidental Art Maker. I have been out running around errands all day. And I need to decompress. Have you ever gone that way where you've been out and about doing everything for everybody, cleaning up after lots of people, maybe your car after 2 teenagers have been driving it for 4 weeks and you haven't had a chance to sit in it, and when you do, you realize it's a very condensed version of their bedrooms and it's quite disgusting, so you have to go take care of it professionally. Anyways, not that I'm meandering or anything. I'm here to decompress and do some art with you guys, show off. I'm at the late stages of 2 projects, so I wanted to show you them and finish them up with you and have a little glass of red wine because it is National Wine Drinking Day. Not National Wine Day, but Wine Drinking Day, which I found kind of funny that you need to have a day for drinking it and celebrate it. But, who am I to argue with that? Anyways, let's look at, so first I have 2 different pieces here. I've got that I've been working on with the Bungalow Transfer, and let me pull that up. So Ironworker Designs came out with this, the Bungalow Transfer, on February 14th. I've been prepping furniture for it probably for about a month because I'm fascinated with it. I think the jungle theme and the vintage look of the art are incredible. Great for a boho theme. There's probably like a style for art like this, but it's beyond boho. I'm not really sure what it is. So if you know what it is, put it in the comments. And also let me know where you guys are watching from and how your Saturday has been going. Okay, so first, let me show you guys this over here. This was a wooden side table I got from a museum. Not a museum, sorry. Long day. Art store. And I painted it with DIY, did some blending, went with some tropical colors, tried to get like a blue ocean-like quality here. And then, let me see if I can, then down here on the bottom, you can kind of see down there, more birds. So these are 4 sheets from the IOD transfer, and I overlapped them, and you can see some extra flowers in here. If you know the IOD stamp transfer, IOD transfer wall, you can kind of see where puzzle pieces are coming together to make things happen. Like these 2 birds here being so close to each other and looking away from each other. But anyways, let me see if I can get the camera down there so you guys can see it a little bit up and close. Well, that's probably too close, huh? Let's see. All right, well, that's gonna have to do. All right, and now I'm working on this trunk right here. So this trunk has been, move the camera just a little bit. Okay, so this trunk right here is, I've been working on the last few weeks with DIY paint and IOD stamps, the Bohemia stamp. You can kind of see that up in here, and I've added the big top coat. I have found with the Bungalow Transfer that having a top coat makes it a little bit easier. There's so many details and so many cutout pieces. With Bungalow, it's easier to transfer when you have the top coat on it. Don't always need that with DIY paint. Okay, so now my next step is, so this right here, this top, is supposed to look like a nighttime jungle, was kind of like the feeling I was going for. And oh, thanks, Annette. Oh, you're probably talking about the table over here. Yeah, the blending turned out really well. Like, I have never worked with paint that has blended so well before, like DIY. It's super easy to blend and make it look like you're an expert. Okay, and then on the trunk here, I wanted to have like a nighttime theme, and then let me turn this around because I want, this will be the side. This, the way I picture it is, this is the side facing like the sofa or something like that, but or facing the audience wherever they may be. But I know I want a monkey, and I know I want a cat. If you got my newsletter the other day, you would have seen, not this monkey, you would have seen, I think, this monkey and this cat together. If you haven't been to my site yet and signed up for a very fun, uplifting newsletter, go to accidentalartmaker.com and sign up for the newsletter. I have a lot of fun putting it on and making it just right for you guys. Okay, so I love this cat. What do you guys think of the kitty? Like this. And I kind of don't want to put it with a mom and her baby because that's a little threatening. So, gosh, maybe there's two cats on the top like this. Maybe there's something in the middle. Just like, oh look. That's another great thing about these transfers. You can see right there how they fold over. I could do something like this. And do I want that monkey? So I've this right here, what I'm seeing is it would cut off right here. What do I want to do? I could have it centered in the middle like this and cut this out here. And then find some things just to put on the edge. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because trying to figure out how to fit 3 transfers on top of this is a little bit challenging. All right. And somewhere around here, I have my scissors and my glass of wine. Cheers. Okay. So nighttime in the jungle. The middle is right here. I'm going to start with this one first. That looks like nighttime in the jungle to me. I want his claws. And I can see up here, I'm going to have some go off the top. This is where you got to think a little bit. You could have it go up on the middle, but things like that, that's what I'm going to do. These are the kind of things you got to make up on the fly or think about as you're going. I'm going to cut this out and this out right here, and then these two can kind of go over the side onto the middle, and we'll see if I like that. If I don't like it, I'll take it off. But I do know that I want to bring that flower in, and this right here. So what I can do is move things around a little bit. Let me show you guys. So I got that down there, and I can always have this come in from over here And like that over there, or that from up here too. So I'm going to put these off to the side from now, because now I need to focus on the kitty. And there's its paw. So these have grids. And from the grid, it's pretty close to being straight and narrow, but I want to get it, I want it to line up with this line right here, and I'm going to line this up with that line right there, and that should help me get my transfer when I connect them in the middle pretty perfect. So I'm going to bring this line right here along the grid right up against the metal here. That looks pretty good. And then I'm just going to smooth it down, make sure there's no big bubbles, and fingers crossed, because I use Big Top on this as a top coat, this should go pretty fast. Has anybody out there purchased Bungalow yet? From my perspective, when I saw this, you know, like when the stockist got to see this, I was like, this is going to be a hot seller. But it's I've only sold like a few of them, and I don't understand why, because I just think it's so amazing. I love all the colors, and the like this cat has so much energy. It's just waiting to do something, and you know it's not good. I appreciate that. All right, let's get this cat's paw. The top of this trunk. So this is an old steamer trunk, and the top is metal, and it took the paint great. Let's see what happens with this transfer. All right. Yeah, I'm really glad I used DIY top coat on this. When you have transfers that have all these bits and pieces with the negative space in between, my experience has been that you get a really great arm workout on them. So bear with me here as I get my arm workout. There we go. That's the noise we want to hear. I'm also cheating a little bit here. I know from experience that if I lift up the transfer, even if it doesn't look like it's laying down, that it would rather lay down than come back up with the transfer. I hope that makes sense. Probably doesn't, but it's like one of those, I don't know what the word is for it, but it's like, watch this. So like there's like a tiny bit right there that's not adhering to the top. And I know if I press down while pulling back, just like that, it'll stick. I'm going to do that right here. It's probably really hard details for you guys to see on the camera. And I'm going to do the same thing here on this leaf. All right. There we go. This leaf is going to give me a sweat. All right. If any of you guys caught my live on Tuesday, it was a complete stressful fiasco because we have three pets. Well, we've got 2 dogs and a cat and some fish. And our the 2 dogs and a cat, they're all rescues with unknown backgrounds. And our oldest dog started having like a seizure 5 minutes before I was supposed to go live. And then the younger dog, who was very protective of the older dog, attacked the cat who was curious about the older dog. And that part happened while I was on camera after I thought our older dog was kind of getting a little bit better. But anyways, it was pretty embarrassing because I was yelling on camera and at animals, at pets. All right, let's see here. The sleeve just does not want to go down. All right, let's try this. There we go. There we go. Probably, there we go. All right. I'm going to come around the table from this side. Might get a better. There we go. Come on. Yeah. Cheers to that. Getting a workout. Cheers. It's usually not this challenging. Here we go. It's usually, especially when you use a top coat, like it just glides on from one surface to the other. I mean, that's like the magic of a transfer. All right. I'm gonna take some cheap shortcuts here. It could also be like this surface is super duper rough. It's not smooth, but again, I'm not really sure what's going on. And that remind me again what part of the country you're from. I'm thinking East Coast, but I can't remember off the top of my head. I don't have my cheat sheet in front of me, also known as my website. I'll take a little peek. See, that's gonna look really cool. I don't know. Maybe it's not the transfer. Maybe it's me. I'm losing my strength as I get older. All right. Central Illinois. Okay, that was a little bit off. It happens. Oh, look. All right. Annette, I believe you got something from the recent release. If you did, let me know what you got. You should have gotten the mail by now, I think, right? By UPS. I know my East Coasters have been getting stuff that they ordered on Tuesday from me already. Yeah, I think it is too. I probably will just do one and I'll do this later and show you guys. I wanted to do both. On this table over here, it was challenging, but not as challenging as this. So who knows? But this surface is rough. I just want to make sure I get the kitty down. Let's see. This is me cheating a little bit. When you do it this way, you risk, see like here where the leaves are breaking up, that's all fine and everything. I just come back in here and go over this area, but it could show a little bit of separation, a little bit of cracks, but that should be okay too. I don't think you'll notice it on this. Sorry, Annette. I'm not trying to make you tired, but it is tiring. You know, there's something to be said about an upper body workout. It's actually like also my core. And core is actually something I've been focusing a lot on lately because I'm in my 50s, and you want to make sure you keep your core really strong for balance, and you don't want to fall and break anything starting so young. All right, let's see. Come on. This is just one you're going to have to play with. And have you used a lot of transfers before? My favorite the last year has been Whispering Willows, which is super easy to transfer. I also love Floral Anthology. It's one of my favorites. And then Wander with those silly flowers. All right, let's see. Totally gonna cheat here. I want the kitty's tail. Come on, kitty. Usually when you get to this point where there's all this solid right here, you get like a bubble, a little air bubble, and you can just kind of surf that all the way home. And it's not happening for me tonight. I'm totally taking shortcuts now, so. This is probably the worst transfer. Well, no, I don't want to say worst. The most challenging transfer I've had to work with. Which, you know, you don't really want to do live on camera, but it is what it is. I need another sip of wine, people. Oh yeah. Hey Shannon, how you doing? It is beautiful. You can kind of see a peak from underneath right there. It's just a handful. which, I guess you would expect from the jungle. All right. I am just going to do this one. I'm not going to put you guys through this side over here. And I'll share pictures tomorrow when I'm done. So we're celebrating my daughter's 19th birthday. She turned 19 on the 17th and celebrated with her buddies. And tonight we're going to order some Thai and have some cake, and hopefully we'll be able to watch a movie or something together as a family. I know it's very hard to believe that I have a 19-year-old, but I do. All right, let's get this kitty's tail. Kitty's leg. A few. They're beautiful, but sometimes a lot of work. You're talking about transfers, not teenagers, right, Annette? Okay, let's see here. Oh my gosh. I am sweating. That is not a hot flash. All right. I'm just going to have to do that later. You can kind of see where it's missing right in here, the little gaps, but frankly, I just want to get this big part down here so you guys can see it before I sign off and swear a little bit. There we go. Got that lemon looking thing. Oh my gosh. I usually listen to books while I'm doing my art because something like this could take a long time. I just don't even notice because I'm into my book and doing, this kind of repetitive rote stuff right here. And I just finished this book called Damon Copperhead. So good. I almost couldn't finish it though because I got about a little bit past the halfway point, and it's a story about a boy who's born to a single mom in like Southern Virginia, and his mom is an addict. It was very eye-opening to me. So you follow him through his journey through foster homes, and you see he's got talent for art, but he just doesn't have the skills to. And people are trying to help him, but he doesn't have the skills to he's like 14, 15 years old. He's like doesn't follow advice always. And anyways, it's just like I got about 2/3 through the book and I was like, I don't think I can finish this because I don't know if I can bear any more bad things happening to this young man. And I didn't grow up that far away. I grew up in Virginia. I'm a Beltway brat. I was born in Washington, D.C. and not that far from like Richmond or Virginia, Fredericksburg area. And they talk, part of the story goes through the opioid addiction. And it was really a brutal book, but I did finish it and it was so good. And I fell in love with, not in love, but I just loved this character so much. And usually male characters, I can take them or leave them. But it's always the women characters I'm interested in, because I'm a woman and I can identify with them better. But I just loved this character. And it turned out, no, I don't want to ruin it. ending, but it turned out well for the main character, as good as could be. Probably the best way of saying it. But anyways, right now I don't have it. I'm listening to a Dean Koontz book, which I'm having some issues with. But it is a woman character, so I am enjoying that. All right, let's see here. Oh my gosh, you guys. All right. I might just have to do the rest of this off camera so I'm not torturing you guys. It really should be going on a lot easier than this. Like on this table up here, went on very easy with Big Top. But here it's just kind of like fighting me a little bit. Yeah. All right. I'm going to call it good. But take a look at that. I'll share a picture with you guys tomorrow of the finished piece, but it totally is hitting what I wanted, which is nighttime in the jungle. And got the beady eyes here, the cat, and got the monkey who's looking a little bit scared, and the parakeet who's narrating it all. But yeah, I like it, and it is definitely giving me a workout, which I'm not up for right now. So I'll be back tomorrow with the finished product, and you guys can check it out and let me know what you think. And then I'm going to move on to I've got like a million of these doors to paint because I went crazy with the air dry clay mold and making the molds from the recent release across a million different things. I've got this one, and then I've got it's called Hidden Hollows for the door. So I'm going to be painting these doors. I'm going to be filling in all the details, and this is from the mold called Toadstools, and then all the critters are from Dewdrop Pond. So I'm going to be coming back in tomorrow and painting these with more details. And I got some stuff from Michael's. I went to like, I don't know what section they call it, but it's where they have all the cottagecore stuff. So I've got like the green moss, but I don't know if this is going to need it. Like, I think the wood itself is literally from the beach. It's very organic looking. I don't know if it's going to need like fake moss on top of it. So anyways, I'm just going to have fun painting these tomorrow. So tomorrow will be a big day here in the studio. So check back tomorrow and for an update and to see how I've fared with this trunk. I will have it done tomorrow and it will be beautiful. So come on back. And thanks so much for watching tonight, you guys. Have a great National Drinking Wine Day. Peace out.